I remember lining up for the big parade. The whole town there, the 30th of May. Kids were running.
Hello everyone, today is Memorial Day, May 30th, 2010, and this is the PowerPoint that I've created that talks about Memorial Day, some pictures of different wars, and some historical background. The other thing is that at the very end of the slide there's also quotes and a prayer that these soldiers have said during or before war. So why do we celebrate Memorial Day? Well, there's many reasons why. One reason we celebrate Memorial Day is to remember those who served in our country and in the past and in the present, to remember those who have died in order to protect our country, as well as trying to create world peace. We also celebrate the accomplishments that were made and to commemorate them in the least we can do when they risked their lives. And those that are now fighting, like in the Afghan War, the Iraq War, we try and keep them in our prayers as well. This is one picture of a World War I. Some Memorial Day traditions that some places have done is that in some states they actually hold a day of moment of silence all the way up until noon. At the Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C., they would actually play the 24-note taps throughout the day, especially over by the Tombs of the Unknown. And some places will hold a Memorial Day parade. One town, especially Shrewsbury, every Memorial Day they actually celebrate this parade, which every year gets bigger and bigger. And the flags are to be left at half-mast until noon. This is a picture of World War II. Now here's some general facts about Memorial Day and how this day became May 30th. Memorial Day was officially proclaimed on May 5th, 1868 by General John Logan, National Commander of the Grand Army of the Republic, and was first observed on May 30th, 1868, when the flowers were placed on the graves of the Union and Confederate soldiers at the Arlington National Cemetery. The South refused to acknowledge the day, honoring their dead on a separate day, until after World War I, when the holiday changed from honoring those who died in the Civil War to now honoring Americans in every war. This is an example of the Korean War, and this took place over in North and South Korea. This is a picture of the Vietnam War. And the Cold War, which by the way was not actually a war, but an argument between the US and Russia and a few other countries. Now here are some comments and quotes that people have said about Memorial Day. This Memorial Day of 2010, we honor those brave Americans who died in the service of their country. We now praise them and that we honor their generation in the glory of their times, and that their bodies may be buried in peace, but may they live in their name forever. This is a quote that Abraham Lincoln said about Memorial Day. That from these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God, and that the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, shall not perish from the earth. This one actually came from a faculty staff over at Shrewsbury High School that I was talking to one day, and this is one quote that she believes would make sense. Remember those who have served in our country and to remember the family members who served as well, either those that are serving now or in the past. And this one actually came from my cousin. Memorial Day is the day we celebrate our veterans. You see, without them, we wouldn't have this life we are living right now. We've been in many wars, including World War I, World War II, and the Cold War, which includes Vietnam and Korea. All the men and women who risked their lives in these wars are celebrated on this day for accomplishments they have made for us and for their country. A day to commemorate them is the least we can do when they risked their lives. And those now who are in the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, we commemorate them for keeping us safe. And here on this day, we also pray for them and their families. Now here on this slide is going to be the soldier's prayer. Hearts are heavy now, dear Lord, for war is looming there. Our prayers are calling out to you, our thoughts too much to bear. Be with our loved ones, they need you. Guide them, lead them, see them through. Bless our leader, for we know he asks your blessings and needs them so. Protect the innocent, shield their lives as bombs and missiles strike the skies. Open our hearts and fill us with grace. Guard our loved ones in that place. This I say in earnest prayer. Thank you, Lord. So brief, but God knows our hearts and feels the pain for all of us. Our military, our president, we who wait at home, and those innocent whose lives are in harm's way too. I can barely watch the news, but I am drawn to all the same. This prayer is on my lips and in my heart. Almost every minute, God bless America and all your children wherever they are. Please pause now for a moment of silence and reflection. Thank you.